Julie Fleury, and I am working for a few years now for Pontiac en Forme, which our mission is to teach people the different components of being healthy, and so living a healthier lifestyle. And today our subject will be how to make a healthier lunchbox for children or parents who want to as well. So first of all, the components of a healthy lunch kit is you first of all need a box, a lunch box. We recommend having a lunch kit that is isothermically isolated. So instead of like using a plastic or a lunchbox that is in tissue, we would need something that is isolated in order for the food to either keep warm or to keep cold until lunch. We also recommend using an ice packs that you keep frozen for the night before the lunches and that you put on top of the food that you want to keep cold, because the cold does go down instead of up. So just putting an ice pack in the bottom of the lunch kit is not recommended because it will not work to keep the food cold. Also, something that we want to make sure is to let our child, especially if they're starting kindergarten or pre-kindergarten, let them play with their lunch kit to see if they can open it well. Because sometimes children, or especially if they have a lunch kit that has two sections, they will often forget to open one section, hence not eating all of their lunch. So letting them play with their lunchbox is always a good idea, obviously when there's not the food in it. Another thing that we can use are different containers, either that we can wash again, so of different sizes for either the sandwich or snacks. Okay. You'll see there will also be links in this video for different kind of zero waste options that we want to include in our lunchbox. So if you have a small lunch kit and you don't have space for big containers, we can also use some that are made from different material like a cotton and stuff like that. So I'll talk about the zero waste movement shortly. Okay, just continue this. Like I said, the ice pack, which is very needed in a lunch kit, and you can also buy utensil for the lunch kit. These I found, I believe, was in the Walmart section of the camping, so when camping stuff come out in the summer. So they're made of a durable plastic, so that can be washed and reused as needed. And what I like about them especially is they come with a ring, so that for younger children they don't lose their utensil. They can just pop it back in the ring, so like that you don't lose forks and knives and whatnot. You can also buy some that are made of bamboo. You can easily find them on Amazon.ca. The last component of a healthy lunch kit is a thermo. So thermo, there are different kinds. This one can actually go in the microwave, so it's a plus. If not, the trick with a thermo is to heat water, boil water in the morning, and you put it in the thermo for about 15 minutes. So you close the thermo, leave it, do your things, and then in 15 minutes you throw out the hot water, you heat the lunch you want to warm in the microwave, and you put it in, so like that it stays really warm for the children to enjoy at lunchtime. Some thermo also come with a top that can open, and you can find a spoon or something in it that is also reusable. So those are the components of a healthy lunch kit. What should I include in a lunchbox? For this section, I always talk about the Canadian Food Guide. Be careful, it's recently changed last month, I believe, and the new way to eat various food is to imagine a plate. So the plate should contain half of vegetable, so salads or different vegetable that you guys enjoy. 1/4 of the plate should also include meats or substitutes like legumes, tofu, meat, anything, eggs. And the other 1/4 of the plate should be for carbs, so whether it's whole wheat bread, muffins, or things like that. So just keeping it in mind to include different food groups in the lunchbox. I didn't talk about the milk product is because now in the new Canadian Food Guide, it is included in the protein. So as we know, milk contains protein, so if you want to include a juice box with milk in it, you can do that too, it's fine, you know. You can also buy, I don't have an example here, but a juice box that you can reuse and wash. Again, it'll be in a link with this video that I sent to you. Also, now from the components of a healthy lunchbox, we go to strategies for effectiveness. As you can know, sometimes it's difficult to plan lunches and stuff like that. So a few tips on preparing the lunchbox. You can make them after supper, so already plan the meals for the children after supper, because you can use leftovers and stuff like that that will change from your typical bologna sandwich, for example. Keep lunch things and containers in a single cupboard. That makes the task easier. This honestly is a time saver, because I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I lose the top of the containers. So putting everything in a big container, all your tops and your bottom of container right next to it, it makes it easier. Another idea is to include your children when you plan their lunches, because it's been proven that kids will most likely taste or eat what they help prepare. Same goes as well for suppers and stuff like that, where you can include the children to cook with you. Obviously things that are easy to cook. Another good idea is to do meal prepping. So meal prepping, planning the menu maybe the weekend before the week. So going to shop, doing the groceries, then coming home, cutting the fruits, the vegetable, everything is ready. And then maybe baking muffins or baking healthy cookies that you want to include in lunchbox. That can be a good idea. Also, for the different foods to include, I forgot to mention this, but I'm telling you now. Be careful of the allergies in your school. Sometimes, usually in the beginning of school year, they send you a letter that says, okay, for this school, we have allergies to peanuts, so do not include peanuts and stuff like that in the lunches. If ever you do have questions about that topic, you can also call the school principal. They will be more than happy to let you know what the children can bring or not in their lunchbox. And also to give you guys alternative for peanuts or eggs or whatnot. A while ago, I mentioned the zero waste lunchbox. What the zero waste movement is to try to diminish our consumption or using different plastic products, because we see it often in the media that most of the plastic that we use today is found in the ocean now and killing fish and whatnot. So we are trying to diminish our use of plastic. So like I said, there are different things that I put that can be useful for you guys for the lunch kit. Also, one reason that we're more and more aware of zero waste movement is because there is now a 6th continent in the ocean which is entirely composed of waste, so plastics and what so. Different tips that I will give you about the zero waste lunchbox and how to do it. It can also be used, I don't know if your school does that, but our schools here, often they will send a letter telling you that, for example, this Friday is zero waste, do not put any plastic or things that children can throw away in the lunch kit. So it can be different challenges that the school gives to you. Okay, so a few tips. Try to plan the portion the kids will eat and ask them to bring leftovers home, like the fruits they don't eat that could be used at a later date. Also, it's not putting less food necessary in the lunchbox because you don't want your kids to be hungry, but not overloading the lunch kit either, because some kids will just throw them out. So also include in telling your children to bring the stuff back home that they don't eat is a good idea. Like I said a while ago, use reusable containers instead of Ziploc bags, sandwich bags. See the links I've sent to you guys. I also sent a link about beeswax paper and how to make it if you guys want, or you can also buy it. But beeswax paper is made to substitute aluminum paper. so you can have fun making them. It's really fun. I enjoy making them. Avoid juice boxes. So you can buy a big pot of juice that you use, you know, a little here, a little there in the lunches. And like I said, you can also buy reusable juice containers instead of having to use the juice boxes that the kids throw away, which contribute to making a lot of trash. Avoid lunchables because they are easy to make at home and quite cheaper if you do make them yourself. So different recipes do exist on different lunchables that you could make. For example, including Ritz crackers, cheese cut in slices, your choice or the kids' choice of sandwich meat, and fresh grapes, for example. Or again, small pretzel type bread, pieces of cheese, lunch meat, rolled carrots, and carrot sticks and fruits. And you can mix it up a bit, you know, putting pita bread, hummus, chicken or marinated tofu cut in cubes, cucumbers, and apple. It's different ways to make Lunchables healthier and more sustainable. You can also use cotton napkins instead of paper towel or face wipes. Personally, what I use is baby cloths. So cloths that you use in the tub to clean a baby. They're really soft and the children enjoy to use them on their face. It doesn't matter. Like I said, avoiding plastic utensils that you simply throw away after using once. You can use utensils that are more durable, or you can also buy bamboo utensils. You can all find that on Amazon.ca. You can use leftover for lunches, like I mentioned a while ago, and also plan a cooking day of the week to make muffins, cereal bars, other snacks, which you probably would make during your meal prep. And you can also buy a cute reusable water to not use the plastic water bottles. Can ask your child to pick out the one they want, whether it's Pat Patroy or Peppa Pig or whatever cartoon they want. There are usually different kinds that exist a little bit everywhere. Can use it for that. Other than that, this is the information I wanted to share with you today for how to make a healthy lunchbox. If ever you guys have other suggestions of topics that you would like me to talk to you about, you can please leave them in your comments and we will see if it's possible for us to do another video for you. So thank you, have a good day, and thank you for listening.